So we have already discussed earlier for what is an Helm, correct? And how we are using it, what is that Helm is all about, right? Introduction and everything, correct? So still, if you wanted to see that quick install, right, guide or maybe how to use it, right? So prerequisite is basically you need to have a particularly Kubernetes cluster, right? What configuration you needed. So what are the configuration you wanted to do it, and installing and configuring Helm. So how to install, right? So first thing, you need to have a single node, at least Kubernetes setup in your machine, right? And then you can kubectl you need it, right? So basically you should be comfortable with all your what we can say Kubernetes. Then it is on top of the Kubernetes, because when we are talking about Kubernetes, so we create a single file for maybe what we can say for deployment, for pod, for services. Then we use for different objects, like let's say for config map, right? Maybe secret service account and many such things, right? And then we apply and we manage it, correct? So this way we do it, correct? So when we are saying if you wanted to go ahead with the Helm, then you need to have Kubernetes cluster and all security configuration, whatever you want to apply here. And then you need to install and configure the Helm. So how to install it, right? Helm brew, you can use it, the installation guide, right? So what you can say from the Helm project, what you can just go, if you wanted to go for a binaries, you can just do it, right? Scripting, you can use it through package manager, homebrew, or maybe for Windows, Choco install Kubernetes Helm. And that maybe scoop install like this also we can do it. Correct? So what is the requirement? If you will see, I have created, if you will see in my machine. So we basically deal with the charts. So charts are nothing but there are what we can call as different whenever I create a chart here, right? It will create some different files, right? Majorly you will see here, details, build chart. So inside that you will see the template, right? And you will see all other details, correct? If you will particularly go with any other chart, let's say my chart here. So in my chart, you will see chart.yaml, value.yaml, correct? So let's open that chart.yaml here, correct? So if you will come up and see, this is a chart.yaml, correct? So how these files are generated, let's say if I will come up here, so we can see there is a different commands, right? Hem, help. These many commands you can see any point of time, right? For show, rollback, registry, correct? Login and log out to registry. Registry where you will keep this chart, you will put it here. So hem create if you wanted to create a new chart, right? Get download the extended information, install a chart here, right? So install and uninstall, it's basically when you wanted to run any particularly release or any particular application. So this is basically you need to have a list of releases, install, push, pull, right? Push a chart to a remote, download the chart from the repository, like that. So these are some important commands are there, correct? So if you wanted to see hem, correct? Correct.
Hello, what is the command you will?
Create. Now you can, this create command is for creating a chart. So let's say for HDFC app, correct? HDFC app. So this chart has been created. So you can see if you will just go to here in my folder structure, inside this hem, you will see this HDFC app is created. In the template, you will see, correct? deployment.yaml, service.yaml, service account.yaml, and also here you will see the values.yaml and chart.yaml. So in values.yaml, you see everything, correct? So what is the image you will use it, right? Correct. Apart from that, any tag or anything, service account, if you are using it like this, correct. If you will wanted to specify any service account, you can see what is the service type you are using and what is the port you are specifying to expose that. If let's say cluster IP, load balancer and node port, right? So this is a cluster IP by default. This by default image is a nginx, like that it is already being generated. So you can specify the image name. So if you have any image pool secret, means if you have any address ID
Your
password
screen
required.
is stuck actually. Are you showing it? Like you're showing the Windows.
Sorry. Now if you correct, so this is a values.yaml.
I can please repeat it.
So here you will see all these image, right, and image details. When we are specifying all image details, correct, you can specify, do you want it to pull it or you want it to always or if not present, correct, when you create a deployment. So you can see if you wanted to see any other security context. So we have seen the security context details, capabilities, and all of the things, run as a user, not user, like this. So all these things are by default is generated. You just need to edit it and then you need to install it. So this is a basically, you can see resources. So if you wanted to use the resources, we have seen that, right? Resource, correct. So CPU and memory limit, request and the limit, correct. So that resources also you can, it is everything is automatically generated here. So auto scaling enabling is false or not, minimum replicas and all this. Node selector, if you wanted to, toleration and affinity, if you wanted to use it, all these things if you wanted to configure, you can configure. It depends on you, correct. Replica count as of now 1. If you wanted to have more replicas, you can also specify the different replicas as well. So everything is ready-made generated in one shot. So you don't need to work too much hard to create a different objects and different things like that here. So this is a basically power of a Helm, correct. So on top of, because these many things basically you need a security account. You, if you wanted to specify any, right, resources limit or resource quota, so for that you need to specify node affinity or toleration. If you wanted to go, you can do it. Or if you wanted to go ahead with the auto scaling, node selectors and many such things, services, everything is ready-made generated here, correct. So you just need to change some of the details and you are done, and you will just install that particularly a chart here, and this application will be up and running. So this is the power of a hem here. So now again, if you will go, there is a different commands of a hem, right? So different commands of a hem we have seen, right? So these many commands, if you wanted to see the list, you can see the list here, right? So hem repo list of releases, you can see, correct. Now this chart, if I wanted to add it, right, this is basically a for install command. Now if you wanted to update, you can update the charts, correct. If you wanted to add this particular chart, so you can specify that repository URL and the chart name. So this chart will be added to this repository, correct. So here we can specify, let's say HDFC app, clear. So oh. Right. So this HDFC has been added to the repository. Now there is a many such charts you will get it. Let's say if you wanted to deploy or set up MySQL. So Bitnami in this repository, you can get it what we can call as MySQL, PostgreSQL, or any other ready-made charts are available for different free and open source softwares like that. correct? So I will just I have created, this is an nginx app, correct? If you will see, there is a this particular application, so I have uncommented it here. So I have changed this particular service as a node port, make it as a AP 80, and this is a basically a nginx app. We will run it, and it is full policy as always. Just change the name we have given, right? There is a nothing secrets, and we have specified here, correct? This is a free. Then just uncommented it here, limit CPU, memory, request CPU for limit and resource quota, request quota, we have just uncommented it here. So we will basically see and run this nginx image using that Helm. So what is the charts here in Helm? Helm uses a packaging format called as a charts. And chart is a collection of files that describe a related set of Kubernetes resources. That is we discussed, correct? So there is a different Kubernetes objects, right? For service account, resource quota, right? Limit, maybe any other volumes, config map, services, so many things. So single chart might be used to deploy something simple like a right memcache pod or any other complex like a full web stack app stack with HTTP server and database, everything. So one particular chart will contains every information, and you can update this chart also. So you can have a multiple version and multiple releases of a chart also. Okay. So charts are created as a files laid out of a particular directory tree, correct? So they can be packaged into a version archive to be deployed like this. So you can also say that chart repo and the chart name, correct? So you can use a pull command, push pull, just like docker pull, docker push command. So chart file structure, right? Let's say, so directory name of the chart. So if you have a, let's say, WordPress as a directory, the chart name is a basically a WordPress. So here you will see readme value.yaml, charts, CRDS, templates, and like this, correct? A directory containing any charts upon which this chart depends. So inside the charts directory, you will see there are many such other YAML files, the default configuration of values for this chart. So if you wanted to change any values, you can just do it. A YAML file contains the information about the chart. So this is all about what I can say the snippet of this entire chart and everything. Okay. So these charts will be basically, we will keep it into a repositories. So you can have a repositories, and inside the repository, you can add, you can push, and you can pull, or like you can add it and then you can pull it, correct? So you can use a add command, ham add, but this will be basically, you can see. So if you will go to a particularly in our this directory, here you will see inside the charts, these many charts are there. Oh, sorry.
The chart will give the only the default version
Yeah.
or
Okay. So you will see the charts. So you can have many more charts also. So these are the some templates are there. Okay. Deployment.yaml. Correct. If you wanted to specify anything, so you can see like this.
it's not visible. Can you share your deploy?
Now you
Yeah.
will be able to see. Clear. So coming back to again, so the templates, a directory of that will, when combined with the values, will generate a valid Kubernetes manifest file. Okay, like this. So charts.yaml file required for a chart, it contains the following API version, name, version, kube version, and these things. Correct. So charts and the versioning, every chart must have some version number, and version number must follow with the same word to standards. Like unlike a Hen Classic, Hem version 2 and latest user version number as release makers. Okay. So packages in the repository are identified by name plus version number. So name plus version number. So nginx 13.tz like this. Okay. So API version fields, we already know that API version, correct? Cube version. So these are nothing but these details are particularly a chart type. So this chart type defines that there are two types, application and the library. Application is a default type, which is a standard chart which can be operated on fully. The library chart provides the utilities or functions for the chart builder. Okay, any other utility if you wanted to give it. So library chart are different from the application chart because it is not installable and usually doesn't contain any resource objects. So it is for some specific use, not for application deployment or application installation. So application chart can be used as a library charts as well. This is enabled by setting as a type to a library. Correct. So this is a chart. Okay. Now, so this is all about the chart. Okay. So when we are talking about especially chart dependencies, these things you need to understand, right? So if you don't have anything to change it, so don't do any changes into a chart or don't do any changes into a what we can call as other informations.
Oh.
So
Sir,
basically here what we have done it, right? We have run this command.
yeah,
Put
can I
the
repeat?
command here to install. So as of now, we have tried it and we have created, updated that chart here. So we are trying to update that some of the value.yaml file and provide our own image and try to do it. So that's the way we create the chart, then we add to a repository, then we will basically run it, or maybe we'll run the local chart like this. So that is, we were trying it, but you can also run that ready-made chart, which is available into a by default. There is a, you can say one of the public repository, Bitnami. So all these free open source softwares, you can get it into a Bitnami here, MySQL, ELK, Prometheus, Grafana, and all this. So we have run this, right? Hem uninstall this command here, right? If you wanted to use it, uninstall ng-annex, clear. So I'm just removing it. Okay. Now you will again run it, right? It will install it. So you see, it is basically, this is the detailed information you will see for how to, after creating the installation, correct? If you wanted to get local service and local. So kubectl get pods. So you see this pod has been created just now in 16 seconds back. Then kubectl get svc. So you will get that service also ng-annex 30 seconds back. Clear? It is a type of load balancer. So it is running on 80 port. You see here, correct? 80 by default port, curl, localhost 80. So you see this ng-annex, correct? Now you can also see to a here. So localhost 80. So this application is up and running. So we are using the default chart, but in the same way, we can also create a chart, add into a repository, and then we can run. Then we can basically what we can call run the application. Correct. So this way we can just do it. So you don't need to. The idea is create a separate objects here, right? The idea is these objects are being already created. So you will have some sample template inside the template folder. You need to change the value into values.yaml and your job is done. And if you are using any other application or any other chart, so these details you can put it into a charts here. So that is all about the hem, right?